first of all, coming from a wild night,
Yeah.
what does that look like in terms of your skincare?
Well, the next day, normally you're puffy, right?
Well, we're not talking, we're doing reach the next day yet. Is it like with sleep with the makeup on?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
so you gotta
no.
let. Hi everyone, welcome to another series of our Get Ready with Norm show. You know, Grow Norm, Team Norm. We have myself, who is the founder and CEO of Norm, being your host today. And we have Vanessa, who is going to be sharing her tips within the skincare industry and definitely giving some helpful pointers to you along your journey. So definitely thank you for watching our show. If you like any information that we're given, just subscribe, share, comment, let us know how you feel so that we can help create more content that suits to what you want to hear about, right? So, you know, big up to the media team that is helping this happen right now. So definitely stay tuned and see what we got good. So Vanessa is here with us and she's going to give us a little bit more about her background. So Vanessa, let us know a little bit more about who you are.
Well, thank you for having me. So my name is Vanessa Ryan. I come from a marketing background. At the moment, I currently work for a medical clinic, so I definitely have my hands on skincare products, formulas, and assisting people on their journey to better skin or maintaining, clear skin.
Okay, that's pretty cool. And when you say medical clinic, tell us a little bit more about that. What does that look like?
So they do laser hair removal.
Wow.
They do like rejuvenation of skin. So if you wanted to do like hydrofacials, that's all available to you. And then we also have nurse practitioners as well there. So they can give you vitamins and stuff and help create a regimen for you.
Well, if there's anyone that's going to give you skincare tips, it's definitely Vanessa, right?
I try my best. It's a learning journey. Like sometimes I'll have breakouts here and there and don't know what to do with it, and then sometimes I got it right. There's a pimple that pops up and I'm zapping it right away. The next day it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. So definitely let us know. One typical thing that we do is to talk about the country that you're repping. So what country are you repping?
I'm repping Trini.
So team Trinidad. Yeah, Soca Warrior. Yeah.
Soca Warrior.
All right, and tell us. So let us know a little bit more on your downtime. Like, what are your hobbies, things that you like doing, and all of that?
So I'm a singer-songwriter. So at the moment...
You're going to sing for us?
Oh, definitely not. I know it's early this morning.
Yeah,
had
in the
a
shower?
little bit of a rough night last night.
Yeah.
So not today, but definitely soon.
Yeah.
But I aspire to help others, create music, create melodies. And then for myself, I'm a performer. Like my entire life, I used to dance. I played sports.
What
so
sport?
I played soccer.
What?
Football.
Let's go. Soccer team.
Some footy.
Footy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But swimming, track, my parents had me in a lot of things, which was really, really nice because it kind of gave me the opportunity to just see what I actually liked. So I did competitive dance. I really went into the arts. I love to sing naturally, like I'm always singing in the shower, singing Empty House. Let me just belt my voice really quick. I want to eventually help others with their music, but then do live performances as well.
Okay, so you're pretty much outside, very active.
Yes.
Okay, and in terms of, so when you're doing sports,
Yeah.
Things that you like to do is definitely singing of that nature. Is there anything anything that somebody would really know that you typically, this would describe who you are, like this is your go-to, I'm guessing outside of singing and outside of sports, whether that's maybe like, you love cooking a certain dish? I don't know.
I actually have, I'm plugging my food page on IG at The Love of Good Eats. I go to different restaurants around Toronto, around the world, like if I'm traveling, and I just pin drop what I think actually tastes amazing or is genuine to the country or to the city. Like we were talking about Chris Jerk earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that place, their poutine, their jerk poutine, slaps.
Man.
Slaps.
Yeah.
So that's probably something that people don't really know about me, but I love food. So
You love food.
love food.
Well.
And I'm not a picky eater. I'm willing to try something once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, since you're outside, you have to have the skincare on point, right?
Exactly.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
So talk to us a little bit about what does that look like? You
My-
getting ready.
In the morning.
Sure.
Well, I could start with morning and then I can do my evening as well. So this morning, for example, I had a rough night. It's my birthday that just passed a couple of days ago.
We're gonna have the party team come in just now.
Yeah. So I went out last night and we had a little bit of a birthday celebration. This morning I felt like I was a little swollen, but normally what I do in the morning is I do, my current products that I'm using is SkinCeuticals. So I use their LHA cleanser, which helps with just removing all the oils off of my skin. And then I go to my vitamin C serum. I think vitamin C is like really important because it helps to brighten your skin and balance out your pH levels. And then I also do a thick moisturizer. I find like I used to stay away from moisturizers because I had oily skin, but now I like heavily moisturize just because I found that it actually helps to hydrate your skin even more.
Yeah.
And then always SPF. If there's overcast, if it's raining outside, if it's burning hot, the sun is boiling, always have SPF on my skin.
So you know we have to go a little bit back because you said last night was wild, right? So we gotta talk about, first of all, coming from a wild night.
Yeah.
What does that look like in terms of your skincare?
Well, the next day, normally you're puffy, right?
Well, we're not talking, we don't reach the next day yet. Is it like we sleep with the makeup on?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
no,
so you gotta let me know what's going on.
Makeup, okay. I have, I used to use makeup wipes, but now I've recently just got on a oil. So it has rosemary, I believe, and then chamomile. It's another ingredient that's really calming. But I put that on my face. I just moisturize it, get all of the goop, all of the makeup off my skin, get in my eyelashes,
So
rub everything off.
3, 4 o'clock in
It
the morning?
does not matter what time of the night it's coming off, because when I wake up in the morning, I find like my skin's worse if I leave my makeup on.
So how do you get it off, you said?
So I just use the balm to really like the oil to get into my skin. And then I take a makeup removing cloth. And then I just wipe it off, and then I use my LHA cleanser, and then I put on a retinol sometimes, only like 3 to 4 times out of the week. I didn't do it last night. I just put a moisturizer on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And how long does that normally take?
It only takes me about 10 minutes. You know, they say to be gentle with your face, and I find on those types of nights, I'm not gentle. I'm really like quick with it, just because I want to go to bed.
So is that like something that you think about coming home from that excited night? You're like, oh my God, I have to take off.
I think I say it every time, like even like halfway through the night, I'll say to my friends, like, I cannot wait to take my makeup off. Like, I cannot wait to take my makeup off. I'm a very minimal person when it comes to makeup as well. Normally I only use concealer, do my eyebrows, my eyelashes. So if I'm in full glam, that makeup needs to come off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full glam. What's full glam?
Where you have your bronzer, your concealer, your foundation, like just layers and layers of, you know, things on your face. People do blush, highlighters, there's a bunch of different stuff. But just when your face just feels like it's heavy of makeup, I cannot sleep with it. I can't even leave it on for that long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
In a day.
Okay. So do you want to share with us one crazy event that happened last night? Something that You know, only the small
Yeah.
group of people knew?
It's legal in Canada, so I can say it, or legal in Ontario, so I can say it. We were smoking green so much,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. On your birthday, you need to like exhale and just relax. Yeah, we were doing a lot of green,
Yeah.
dancing, playing the
Yeah.
Afro beats, you
Yeah.
know, the West Indies.
That's all like a vibe.
Yeah,
Mad
yeah,
thing.
yeah. We'll have to talk about you visiting that shop after.
All right,
Yeah.
no worries. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing. So y'all hear it. You know, she definitely had fun celebrating
Yeah.
her birthday. So shout outs for being here today,
Thank you.
waking up,
Yes.
being here on time.
Yeah.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
right? So, okay. So now we're today now. So
Mm-hmm.
last night you're like, oh my God, I can't. I just have to get this off. Now it's off. You're coming outside today. So what does bring us back to what
Yeah.
are the steps?
So, like I said, I always use a cleanser in the morning, and then I do my serums.
Mhm.
So, vitamin C I think is really important.
Wait. We have to go back now. All right. So, let's say, is this like, do you do all of this in the shower? Do you do this outside of the
I
shower?
do it inside the shower.
Inside the shower.
I'll do my cleanser in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
Pat my face, wash the rest of my body.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the shower, pat my face dry. Just watching
Pat. Like, how do you show
Like-
us? Yeah.
Around your eyes is the most sensitive area of your skin. It's
Mhm.
very, very thin, I guess you could
Mhm.
say, because you have more collagen in other places, but here is very sensitive. So I try to pat my face dry. This is all recent learning. COVID really taught me a lot. We're watching Vogue, we're watching all these other channels that really hone in on, you know, celebrity skincare. So just learning from other people. But just making sure that you're very gentle with your face, because as time goes on and as you age, you lose collagen in your face and you start to see wrinkles.
Mhm.
And you want to prevent wrinkles.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that you can do that are preventative. And even just coming out of the shower and patting your face dry is one of those things.
Okay. So
Yeah.
it's like a separate rag, like a face rag kind
No,
of
I
thing?
just use my towel.
Okay,
I
you just-
use my towel.
alright.
You know, when you're just like quick and efficient, like
Yeah.
wash my body, wash my face, get out, pat dry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this, all right, so you pat dry. So the routine starts with your face, I'm
Yes.
guessing,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so cool. So we cleanse in the shower and we step out, pat dry, then what?
Then we put the serums on. So they're in tinctures. So I'll normally take just a little bit, a pea drop of vitamin C. I just kind of massage it into my face, massage it into the areas where I see more concern. So if I see like a blemish or if I see a pimple, I'm like honing in on that pimple. And then there's other serums that I use. SkinCeuticals has like a retexturing activator, and discoloration defense. So depending on the day, I'll do one of those. So the retexturing activator is just something that kind of helps to exfoliate the dead skin off of your face.
Okay.
And then the discoloration defense helps with if you have hyperpigmentation, if you have scarring. I just put it in those areas where I see that and
Okay.
then put that on.
So how long do you feel like you spend on your face getting ready?
I probably spend about 15 minutes,
Okay.
to be exact.
So men, when the woman says she's getting ready for an event, don't expect her to be outside on time,
No.
okay? Because especially if she just says she just got home and she needs to get ready, you already know.
Give us like an hour.
I
two.
15 minutes out of that hour is on her face.
Yeah. And that's just skincare.
That's what skincare, right?
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah.
So we get the face. So the face is done after that, right? How much do you feel like you spend on those products to just deal with your face?
So there's a spectrum. I normally, like the SkinCeuticals products that I'm currently using are quite pricey because they're medical grade.
Okay.
Which I do find that like if you're someone who doesn't want to invest in that type of product, there are other things, although I feel like you need one of those medical grade ingredients on your face. like I have a huge tub of CeraVe, which is drug or Shoppers Drug Mart product off the shelf. It's around $20, I think, $25 for a big tub like that. The SkinCeuticals products can range from $50 all the way up to $200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really like what you want to invest on your face. Like I know a lot of people, when I was in high school, I had a lot of cystic acne, and I wish I knew about these products then, so that I could kind of hone in on my skincare then, so that I wouldn't have these kind of, you know, scarring, deep scarring issues now that I'm trying to now get removed off of my face.
Yeah. So you said in general, you give us, I want to know your price range. How much are you spending on these products on average?
I would say for my cleansers are normally around $30.
Yeah.
My serums are normally around $60 to $100.
Yeah.
Yeah. My moisturizers, I kind of switch moisturizers up so I can use
This is for your face, right?
My face.
Okay.
Yeah. My moisturizer for my face, I normally can range from like CeraVe to SkinCeuticals to like other Sephora products as well. 3 Ships Beauty is also really good, but I find like the smaller businesses or the medical grade stuff are more expensive. So for me, that could range from $60 for my moisturizer, or I could be paying $25 for my moisturizer.
25?
Yeah.
$25 or 2,500?
$25.
Oh, okay.
$2,500. That better be like perfect if I'm spending $2,500 on skincare.
All right. So, you know, that's rocking you up a little bit over $100.
Yeah.
How long does that last you on average?
I'm pretty aware of like how much product that I'm using. I know like for certain people, they'll just kind of like dunk their stuff in, put a lot on your hands. I find like little is more, and then you can gradually build. So I normally use like pea size. So it can last me up to 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it lasts you a fairly long time. All right. That's pretty cool. So that the face is done. Now is the body.
Now is the body. So I'm a little bit more herbal, taking the holistic route with my skin. I don't know if you know, but I also work with Bush Dr. Vibes.
Okay.
So they're a holistic brand.
Yeah.
They do like black soap, shea butters, like raw shea butters. That's where I get my stuff from. So black soap, I'll use in the shower. I'll use a loofah, scrub my skin, get out of the shower, you know, dry off. And then I'll use either shea butter, I'll use a cocoa butter. In the summertime, sometimes I use coconut oil. So I'm very, very natural with my skin, my body, but my face is a little bit more medical grade.
Okay, so when you say you dry off, no, is this like dry off, or like some water is left?
Yeah, like on my calves, on my feet.
Yeah. See, you're one of those that walk out of the shower with a wet face.
Yeah, I am.
Wow.
I actually get blamed. I actually get a lot of color for doing that. You'll see down the hallway like these little footsteps, and you're like, who was that?
Yeah.
It's me, sorry.
Okay, cool. So the body routine is like a little bit more natural in the sense of just oil. So is this like raw oils?
Raw oils. Like I love coconut oil. I think coconut oil, like for many different things on your body, is really, really helpful.
Yeah.
Even shea butter in the winter time, because we're in Canada weather, really having like a layer, not a texturizing, a boundary from breaking that cold air on your skin. I feel like it's really important to have a barrier.
Yeah.
And shea butter really like does that for you.
So do you find like, is this the raw shea butter or refined?
Raw.
So you have to like knead in it and dig it out. So what does that feel like in terms of when, is it oily, greasy? Like walk us through that.
It's really, really greasy. I find like I said before, a little goes a long way. And then adding to that, I normally will buy a block of raw shea butter, and then just kind of use pieces of it and just kind of emulsify it in my hands and then start rubbing as I go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why not use other products like regular products or medical grade products why not use the same face moisturizer on your body?
So, good question. When there's too many ingredients in certain things, like I find like when I go to Shoppers Drug Mart, I go to these places and I see that there's too many ingredients in the products on my skin. Like I don't want to use that. I'd rather know that I'm using something that's raw. Like, us with melanin, like you have to take care of that as well. And I find sometimes when you use certain ingredients, it's not really beneficial to your skin. Like Norm, for example, like it's 3 ingredients that are just put together. And I find like the little bit of ingredients is way better than seeing a bunch of different things on there that you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like there's words that you might understand. I don't understand them. And I'm like, I have to do my research now. And that's just a lot of effort. So I'd rather go the natural route and just get raw shea butter, cocoa butter.
Okay.
And know where it's coming from.
Even though it's greasy and oily. You don't care.
Yeah. Because I like that shine too, right?
Okay.
Like it looks good with my skin tone. I'm coming out of the shower rubbing that shea butter on me and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And in like how long does a jug like that last?
Forever.
Oh, okay.
Forever. I could go and pick up today and then in 6 to 12 months maybe still have that same product. And it's not going to get old. It's not going to have an expiry date. It's going to always be there.
So I guess you spend most of the money on your face then?
Yeah, definitely on my face.
Okay. So tell us a little bit more. I know you were covering that when you were younger you had a little bit of skin issues there.
Yeah.
So is there a time in your life where you had a bad experience with any products or just your skin at that time?
All of high school, like even when I initially hit puberty, your skin's going through things, your hormones are going through things that you're unaware of. You're like learning about your body at that age. So when you see breakouts, you're like, let me go to Shoppers Drug Mart really quick. Let me go to the drugstore really quick and see what I can do. So I'm picking up salicylic acid. I'm picking up, Neutrogena.
At what age?
Like, I think I started breaking out when I was like 13, 14. Like,
so
really
how did
bad.
you know about these products at 13, 14?
Google is a thing. Internet, we grew up with internet, so always just doing my research, but just even walking through the drugstore and just seeing like, oh, acne prone skincare or acne prone cleanser, and I'm picking that up but not really even reading the ingredients. So using those types of harsh products on your skin and not knowing what to do with them, not putting them in the order that they might need to be in, like salicylic acid you're really only supposed to do after you've done your cleanser and maybe even your moisturizers, like making sure that you're not putting too much on your skin. I was burning my skin and making it worse. So I was stripping layers off my skin and then there's more cystic acne and like blemishes popping up.
And this is at 13?
And this is at 13, 14.
So why did you go to Shoppers and not like somewhere else?
I just find like no guidance, like no awareness on how to properly treat your skin. I feel like I was still learning at that point. Like my parents, my grandparents, they gave me like Clinique. That was one of the first like kind of regimen that I was put on. My cleanser was from Clinique, toner, and moisturizer. And even at that time, I don't think I was using SPF. So I found that like there was a little bit of a balance there, but as age goes on, you have to switch up your products, or you kind of have to switch up your regimen, because if you keep it the same, sometimes those products don't work for you anymore because your body's always changing.
So when you're younger, it's like your family kind of put you on this skincare, and then you're like, not working out for me.
Yeah.
Like what is this, right?
Yeah.
So is it like through your friends at school you were talking to and be like, yo, what do you use? and they're like, hey, this is at Shoppers, or were you the one that kind of like, like you set the trend in your group of what to use?
To be honest with you, I can't even remember that far back if we even talked about skincare like that. I think we were just so caught up with trying to hide it, trying to like, you know, you're trying to be perfect or you're trying to still have clear skin. I think we talked more so about how to cover those pimples with like makeup, but we never really talked about skincare. So just doing that research on my own, reading different products, like Clean and Clear, Neutrogena, all those drugstore brands, I went through all of them. I find Cetaphil really helped because it's so basic that you can have whatever oily combination normal skin and use that and still feel like it's not gonna be anything harsh on your face. It's a very gentle cleanser. So I found myself going back to that. But then whenever I had a breakout, I'm going back to like the salicylic acids and like lactic acids, trying to really like get in there and get all that gunk out.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, cool. You're exploring this world via Shopper, Drugsmart, kind of like figuring that out. In terms of like, all right, now that you're seeing these products and you're trying these products, could you give us a little bit more in the sense of like how much were you spending
At that time.
to go through these different products to figure out if you like it?
Yeah. I would say at that time, also, it wasn't really even my money. So like, it wasn't really my own money. But
where does this money come from?
well, you know, the parent fund.
The money you're supposed to spend it on lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like I'm pretty sure at that time, skincare, you know, there wasn't really an inflation as well. So I think they were about like maybe $10 to $15, I think.
Okay.
If there was a sale, you get it for like $8.
Okay, so low budget products for the most part.
low budget products.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you're exploring this. Okay, you weren't really talking about it with your friends. So, like, how did you, like, I want to understand what brought you into Shoppers. And you're like, I'm going to figure this out by just walking in Shoppers and looking at the product that, like, bring us through that. Like, what made you pick this product? Was it based on how it looked? Was it maybe something you saw on TV?
An ingredient. Yeah.
So at that age, like walk us through that.
I would say commercials. First of all, as a young girl growing up, you know, you're trying to hide the imperfections on your face. You want to be perfect. You want to still look youthful. You know, bullying is a thing. Like, and it doesn't matter. Like, you would see people that have breakouts, and at that time, you're like, damn, like, you can't cover it. You don't want to cover it because covering it makes it a little bit more, you know, you're adding more chemicals and stuff to your face. So I think that's what really dragged me to Shoppers, is just feeling like, you know, I need to hide this stuff. I don't want anybody to see my imperfections.
Yeah.
And then obviously at that time, commercials were a really big thing. TV was a big thing. So watching Neutrogena commercials where they're like splashing water up on your face, just dragged me in there. And then just knowing certain ingredients, like tea tree was really interesting to me. Tea tree oil now is like still something that I use to kill any bacteria that's on my face. But you know what I actually forgot? You know St. Ives?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever use St. Ives?
Mm.
St. Ives is horrible. I mean, not to talk anything bad about a product, but I loved St. Ives. They had like a green tea mask. They had, my favorite one was the apricot scrub. But, you know, later on in life, you learn that the almond shells that are in that product are so refined that when you're putting it on your face and you're scrubbing your face, you're actually doing like little micro tears to your face. So at a young age and using those products, you're like doing more damage than you are trying to heal your actual skin. So I jumped a lot from different products to different products, based on looks of what the product looked like on the shelf. But then also, yeah, commercials.
So if you're supposed to give an advice to your 13-year-old self,
Yeah.
what would you tell that version of yourself right now?
Basic. Keep it basic. Keep it simple. CeraVe, Cetaphil, like start with those products, and then, you know, do the masks, the exfoliating masks. I think spending more money on masks or facials is important, because then you have either a medical grade or something higher end with proper ingredients in it, to really clean your skin, deep cleaning. And then going for facials, I think, is important too, having somebody else kind of give you that guidance and understanding about what your concerns are. If you have clogged pores, they can teach you how to get rid of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's make this like what you call timeless. We want to give an advice where if we don't have a certain line of product, because those brands might not exist anymore, or they might change their formula and everything. So if we're going to the foundation and the roots, what could you tell your 13-year-old version of yourself to put on your face if she was insecure of breakouts or whatever? What would be like, just knowing what you know now?
Yeah.
Simple as possible, nothing complicated.
Tea tree oil and a basic moisturizer.
And what do you call basic moisturizer?
Like something that's just very simple. Like you could use right now. Like my basic moisturizer is CeraVe, and it has minimal ingredients in it. You know that it's not going to do anything harsh to your face, but just mixing the tea tree oil and the moisturizer together in whatever spots that you're trying to get rid of, just that would be helpful.
What?
Yeah.
And then we're talking about basic moisturizer, we're talking about Norm.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's get to that. That's what I've been waiting for.
Right. So the whole point of the Norm being here is because the cosmetic industry is self-regulated. If we don't pay attention to the products that we put on our skin, some of these products may be harmful. So we decided to change that industry inside out, and starting with us as the brand to give customers more options to have natural and truly natural and organic products to help towards their needs. And the first product that we've commercialized is our almond butter, which is only 3 ingredients: almonds, hazelnut, and leaf seed essential oil. Because we want to keep everything simple, we want to use ingredients you can pronounce. We don't want to overcomplicate things, because typically when it's too complicated,
it's too much. You're like, what?
So we want to bring that to the norm, where individuals can be confident about what they're using. The skin is the largest organ in your body. So definitely, as you said, you normally use like regular oils and shea butter and all those stuff, because that gets the job done. I'm just guessing because it's your face and you want to make sure you can represent your body the best way possible. You believe it might just need a little extra care based on the decisions you've made in the past. So given the opportunity that you could maybe keep it a little bit more basic, then maybe you'll just oil up the whole of your body. You're just walking on, you're just like soft things. You know? When you're coming home from a wild night, you don't have to spend too much time.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So when we have the product here, definitely Vanessa was one of the original, and I mean the original person that got these products at the first time, and she did an amazing video for us, which I think was like top. Right? I was like, oh my God, it's so amazing. So when you got that product the first time, just looking at it, looking at this product right here, you know, what did you think about how it looks? Like, let's say you went into the drugstore and you saw it on the shelf.
This, it's so cute. Like, me being in my feminine bag, like, I would put this in my purse. I'd carry this everywhere, like, just at the size of it. And when you open it up, you can, like, first of all, let me just smell this really quick. The scent is what sells me. But just putting this on your skin, and when it actually emulsifies, you can see like the oils and your heat of your fingers really putting it into action.
Yeah.
That's what I like. And I would spread this everywhere. But when I was using it, I was doing it on my hands because I felt like, I think when I got it, it was in the winter. We were inside. Mm-hmm. So I used it on my fingers, my cuticles, and then I was putting it also like under my eyes just because I felt like I had dryness there, so this helped a lot.
Okay. And in terms of like, for instance, talking about this product now and having that experience using this product, what do you think is the best use for this product when you were, based on your experience of using it?
I felt like for dryness, I felt like it really made my skin hydrated, but it also gave that shine that I want. So I'd always target areas where I felt like my hands were always dry. Like if I'm driving and I need, my hands are like a little bit crusty, like, you know, this is the worst part to get ash. Like whenever you're in public and this is ashy, you're like, oh shit, I need to like put something on. That came in handy so much. But I did use it like a lot around my eyes, and like sometimes in the winter I get dryness right here around my nose, so I'm always putting it in the areas of my face and my hands that are dry.
Okay, so it like you said that you apply it in the areas you want to keep moisturized. Compare it to the regular oils that you normally use. Like where do you feel like you could incorporate this Norm product to your daily routine to make it a little bit better?
Yeah, of course.
What area do you think?
I would use it. So I also use like serums around my face, like right in this area. I would use this on my face.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear her, she say
I would use it on my face.
she spent almost $100 on her
Yeah.
face. So and she's saying she's willing to use it on her face.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have customers that use the product for different things. Some customers with eczema say
Yeah.
that it works really well for
Yeah.
them. Some of them use it on their hands. Some of them use it. I use it all over.
Yeah.
Right? And I have different products that I'm gonna release because it starts with me.
Yeah.
And when I pass my skin test, then I'm like, all right, we're ready for the public. So I use it all over.
Yeah.
I have a new product that's coming out soon that's gonna be focused on the face. It's kind of like a face balm.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty exciting. And this product is the first product that we just want to get out there for people to get more familiar with, to know what's good.
Yeah.
So that they can, we want, in terms of the branding of Norm, for individuals that want to be the best version of themselves, be able to achieve that with us taking care of their skin, starting off with the skin. So these are individuals, whether they want to read more to build their mental capacity, learn a little bit more, whether these individuals go to the gym and they're trying to achieve that body that they desire,
Yeah.
whether they like eating or they're thinking about what they're eating, they're thinking about what they're putting on their skin, they're starting to read ingredients. These are the individuals, when you see them with a Norm product, you understand the mindset.
Yeah.
You understand that this person is thinking about taking care of their body in the best way possible, and we want them to feel comfortable and confident to know that we got their back, literally.
Yep.
Even though you don't really moisturize it. So,
You're like,
so you know, we definitely want to get this brand as much out there for starting with Toronto to know what we have for them, that we're in the backyard, and to let people know what exists, because we understand that in the industry, most of these brands, they want to say that it's a natural product, but it's not really.
yeah.
So we're using only 3 ingredients and everything is simple. We just want to keep it simple.
Yep.
We want to not complicate the whole process.
Yep.
So definitely thank you for all your feedback and all the tips and different gems that you've been dropping throughout the show. Is there anything or any advice you'd give to anyone currently in their skincare routine and their journey on what may help them get to that next level of ultra skin? Right?
Like you said, skincare is a journey. And you know, sometimes you're like, what am I eating? What am I consuming to make my skin break out? Or like, what's happening? I don't know. But research is a thing. You know, the internet has a lot of information on there. And like even with Norm having the 3 ingredients, like search up those ingredients, see if it works with your skin. You know, there's a lot of allergies out here these days, like eczema, where you don't know why all of a sudden your skin's inflamed or what it's going through. So just, you know, live it with it, be confident in your skin, and embrace, you know, your imperfections, because it's an ongoing thing. Like even now I still deal with a lot of imperfections. I was telling you before, I have a pimple patch on my chin because it's something new. I don't know much about it, but I know that it pulls out all the gunk that's in my skin. So it's a journey, and just take your time with it and do your research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you heard from Vanessa. I'm not sure, is there any live questions, comments there? Okay, nothing from the live team. Everyone is just relating to all the gems you've been dropping.
Yeah.
One thing before we go, is to actually give you a little tutorial, because I'm not sure
Oh my god.
if you ever saw how to use the Norm product.
Oh my god, I would love this.
So, the good thing about Norm is that, as you mentioned, a little goes a long way.
Yes.
But do you know how little
No.
goes a long way? Okay. So if I told you that this can moisturize both your hands.
Ooh, let's see this.
So put it in your palm, and then you rub that together. And then let me know if that's enough to moisturize both your hands.
Soft. Like the way that this is so soft, right when you put it on.
Yeah. Look at those hands, like, oh my god. Yeah.
No, this is so nice.
Well, this is your product.
Oh, thank you. Guys, I'll be walking around and then throwing in my purse.
Yeah. Like she just got some candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Red velvet cake.
Yes, yes. I did.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Again, if you like the information that we shared today, like, subscribe, tune in to our channel, leave some comments. If there's any tips that you want to hear a little bit more, or anyone that you want to see on the show, just let us know. And it was an honor to have Vanessa here with us today. It was an honor to have you watching and making it this far. So definitely look out for the next episode. Big up.